From parts unknown. I put my what I put on Truth Social there, my little meme about Moses, and I wanted to add to that. Technically, Moses was the first man to download files from the cloud using a tablet, but I forgot to add to that. He also was the first one that crashed his server when things got out of hand. So, just a little side joke. Anyway, I'm waiting for people to see how my signal's doing. I might want to play a video or two. I got updates on, or a video of the bombing in St. Petersburg and all the things that have been going on today. Another person who wanted to do evil things at a school was foiled in Colorado. I got a report on that. And also something I didn't bring up in other broadcasts was there was another attempt foiled in Pennsylvania, and parents are very concerned and asking for answers. So let's see who all's here. Hi, Nikki, how are you doing? And Lucy's in, John, Linda, Diane, Debbie. Nikki, I hope everything's going good. And in case y'all missed my joke, I put this up on True Social, but I forgot to say he was also the first to not have seen these memes yet. So I leave them in place in case they want to get a screenshot. The one sitting there, Moses. And if I go too quick, you can always back the video up and get it where it's in a still spot so you can take a screenshot. I do that quite often, and also try to describe my memes so if people are busy driving their car or doing whatever they're doing, they don't have to be distracted. So we got Diane's in, Nora, Wanda. How are you doing, Wanda? Everybody's filing in. I'm going to probably be, hi, Donna Neff. How are you? Cindy, Sharon. We got two Debbies, don't we? Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to be doing some simultaneous streaming, I believe, on Rumble, if I can get that all figured out. I've been getting some great support on Buy Me a Coffee, which is wonderful. I thank everybody who's helped me with that. And Gary was the last one to help me out with that last night. I appreciate it. I mean, the other night. I really appreciate it. Night before last. So anyway, if I can't tell the name on the notification, I do catch you the next day. So be sure of that. Hi, Reba. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Gary. There's the man himself. Let's see. Who else? And if I miss a name, I apologize. There's a lot of people going through. But anyway, so I've got to clear. I can only put so many memes up at a time. And then I have a couple more lined up. Here we go. Everybody's seen the one there with Moses when he crashed the tablet. But this next one, we got Who is Jack? I was gonna put, and I might put it up later on my thumbnail. They don't know Jack. And you know what that usually means. They don't know Jack. But anyway, it's the truth. Mr. T brought up that's not his original name. I won't say it's not his real name, but it's not his original name, apparently. So when are we going to find out who Jack is? Because I remember I'm working on getting some of my older phones fixed that I had saved some memes and some articles long before I ever decided that I would be doing videos. And I know that Bill de Blasio, I believe his name was Wilhelm something back in the day. He had his name changed. And I think Gavin Newsom, that is not his original name. So there's three people we're looking at. And I've got the name of Gavin Newsom's original name somewhere in one of my older phones, which I have to get back up functioning. I got to get parts for or get a professional to fix them. So, and then we got three: Jack Smith, de Blasio, and Gavin Newsom, all big players, all people who've had significant impact on our lives. And he's going to say, okay, here's who they really are. I think that's coming up. And this here is the interrogation. I showed you this the other day. The pictures I have when I show you there was some film taken inside the cafe just before the explosion, and her walking up the street with a statue. She had long hair. So apparently when they catch you and they are going to interrogate you, they cut your hair, I guess, to get your guard down, let you have a notion that you are not in control. So anyway, speaking of who's in control, we're going to be finding out a lot of answers to these questions. How do these people get that? Kamala Harris worth $28 million? Yes, Gary, Gavin is Nancy's. She's his nephew. His nephew. I thought you were right about the grandson, but she's his nephew. Oh, he's her nephew. What am I talking about? But anyway, hi, Sandy. Hi, Mimi. Jersey Joe. So, anyway, and if you are on leaning toward the left, or if you really do hate Trump or something, hey, it's worthwhile to listen to this broadcast. Try to engage in conversation that's worthwhile, because things are changing. The world is changing, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. Hello, Mr. Kibler. How are you doing? So these are conversations we're going to have to get into at some point or another. And if you're going to go somewhere where you want to get the other side, I don't know, where you can do that without getting offended any better than here. So I just put up what's really going on. Now, France is bubbling and boiling over. I didn't get the film clip of this, but Macron is in China, as you know, and he's supposedly telling, there's a picture of him walking along with Xi inspecting the Chinese troops, and he's supposedly telling Xi that he is encouraging peace in Ukraine. I tell you what's going on there. He is come to China to be told what's going to happen. And hi, Chris, how are you doing? And let's see, did I miss anybody? I'm just looking through the chats. It's this platform's got a pretty small chat screen, so I do the best I can. Anyway, so while he's in China, the French people, I tell you, I've said it before, you get the French people started up, and it takes a while for it to wind down. While Macron travels to China, protesters set fire to his favorite restaurant in Paris. And so you can imagine what's going on there. They're throwing something up on the canopy and letting it go. They're rather angry. And the other thing that they've done is they raided the headquarters of a certain company over there. This is them going into the headquarters of Black, and the second word of the company is rock. Oh my gosh, are we having a cutout situation again? Is my signal going okay, guys? I don't want to be cutting out for everybody. Let me get in a better situation, because I want to play a video. Sandy says 5x5. Hi, Tennessee. How are you doing? Tennessee Ridge Runner. And Gary says he left his country while it's burning, or he ran to, however you make of it. Ha ha ha. So ran to avoid extradition, maybe. Oh, it's cutting off for some people on YouTube. Says interesting tidbits. Well, I'm going to play my Laura Logan video. Who wants to see the Laura Logan? Well, maybe that's too long of a video. I'll play a short video. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and get into the cafe situation with the person who was captured that smuggled that BOMB in, okay? Let me see. Oh my gosh, where is that in the studio? Here she is. Here she is walking with her package, Dara Trepova, with a box that enters the cafe. Look at the name of that cafe, Patriot in St. Petersburg. So they have her on film there, and her hair's longer than what we see in the initial interrogation video I showed you. And let's see these reports right here. Here we go. According to the preliminary version, the device was activated remotely. The fact that the girl was the initiator of the explosion is one of the versions. It's possible that other people are behind the red rum. The event was known in advance, the source says. The information that an assassination attempt on Vladimir Taratsky was being prepared was known to the Russian special services for a long time. It was also included in the, quote, peacemaker database. The girl who handed is in one of the hospitals in St. Petersburg, writes 1112. Doctors assess her condition as moderate. The participant of the creative evening is in the shock ward. Her identity has not been established due to the lack of documents. It is still unknown whether the girl was involved in the explosion and is a performer, or she could be used in the dark. So this is the young lady they captured, and we're going to interrogate, having a beer or talking in the microphone, I'm sorry, just before the event occurred. And this, let me see what the chats are if I'm breaking up or not. Okay, everybody says they got good signal. Okay. This is a short video clip. Let me see, of everybody in the cafe. In the cafe while the statue, taking a look at the statue and talking about it. Let me see, where is that? Bar or a lounge that you'd see in America. So let me cut my mic off. I think there's a volume with this, and my mic interferes with the play.
Какой-то красивый парень. Это что, я? Давай, ладно ты. Вот. Просто, ну, золотой. Шахтер в каске, да. Шахтер в каске.
Рабочая история.
Да, все, золотой Владимир. Отлично. Ну, ты знаешь, слава богу, тут я гораздо красивее. Да, ну тут просто кубики, все правильно.
So that's everybody getting the statue. And I'll show you what happened. Here's the vehicle. A vehicle was driving by, and this is from a gas station, I suspect from across the street, or another business that had a camera. So let me cut my mic off so it won't interfere with the video. But I put it on a loop because it's short. But you will see the windows pop out. Well, actually blow out. So as you can see, there was a lot of force behind that blast. And let's see. This is the interior aftermath of the Russian Investigative Committee releases a photo of the cafe in St. Petersburg after the explosion, so you can see what happened there. There was a lot of force, and I'm not sure how many people perished, but I know the target perished. So some more reporting on that. Let's see. Let me find it. Here it is. Here's part of it. I just showed you the video. The moment of the cafe explosion in St. Petersburg, military blogger Vladimir Tatarsky died in this terror attack. An improvised explosive device went off in a St. Petersburg cafe, was carried by a girl. She hit the IED in a figurine who presented to a military commander. So, who died as a result? She was asked to sit down with him. I'm trying to find that article, and she said she was shy. She couldn't sit next to him because she was shy. And of course, anybody with any knowledge knows that she wouldn't sit there because she knew what was going to happen. This is her when she was captured. She has longer hair. That's when she was first captured. And I showed you the other one. This is after they cut her hair, the first photo of the arrest of Daria Trepova. The security forces inspected the entire house and carried out door-to-door rounds. In the near future, the girl will be interrogated. Now, they had to track her down. They found her at her husband's house, I think, or her husband's mother's house. But anyway, it's a bit of a drama behind the story. Yeah, I'm shy. I'm shy. Kickenberg says that's what she said. Chris, I guess you think it's okay to do bombings, I guess. Another bad guy dead. Okay, Chris, I did want to talk to you, but I really don't want to because I don't condone terrorist acts. So you can leave. And Nick, if you can take care of that for me. Anybody that condones that type of thing is not welcome in my chats. Okay, Chris? Goodbye. Have a nice life. So, I don't like that kind of talk when someone gets murdered under nefarious means so he can find somewhere else to hang out. Terror is evil no matter who's doing it. And a lot of innocent people were injured. So anyway, let's see. Here's a statement put out by the foreign news services. The red rum of this individual in St. Petersburg is not just a spit in the face of the Russian services and the authorities of our president's hometown. This I don't know that word, but I'm sure it's not nice, with a running start, executed brazenly and boldly, a terror attack in the country's second largest city. Another proof there's no more safe rear. We are at war with an enemy who is not shy in choosing means, does not disdain ISIS manuals. They have a war and we have a military special operation. The wedge must be knocked out with a wedge. I will be very disappointed in the power apparatus of the state if something deadly and mysterious does not happen in the near future. For example, with the head of GUR Budanov or the long-promised strikes on decision-making centers will not begin. He will be very surprised if there is not retaliation. And I hate that I say, hey, I will talk to people but I tell you, celebrating that type of stuff is not good. And if you say you're sorry and want to stay, fine, Chris. I just, if you can imagine yourself sitting in a cafe and you have no idea what's going on, and all of a sudden you wake up in the hospital and you're blind because somebody was trying to get somebody else, or worse yet, if you have children with you. And I always think of the Alfred Murray building, as that Timothy McVeigh did in retribution for Waco. I did not like what happened in Waco. I did not like it. But the last thing on my mind would be to bomb a federal building, especially when you have children there or innocents. Okay. So anyway, just as long as we got that straight. Okay. Let me see. I will get these out of the way. These foreign reports out of the way. And return all territories, said the head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff in the U.S. Armed Forces, General Mark Milley. And that's, if he's still out there listening, what good is it doing? Here we got General Milley saying that Ukraine will not be able to do anything in the near future. And Trump has said this is going to go on. And it's going to end up in a wider conflict. So what good does it do to do something like that behind the lines and in a city? Munitions and anti-tank